Hey, how are you doing? I think this is probably a small thing that you don't care about. But if you buy hot takeout food at restaurants or a convenience store, your meal is usually put in a disposable plastic package or disposable paper-based package. It is obvious because if there are no plastic packages and paper-based packages, restaurants and convenience stores don't have means to serve food for customers. But every time I buy a lunchbox at a restaurant or a convenience store around my office at noon, I think that packages that contain food are really waste of resources. Don't you think so? Um, Disposable plastic packages and paper-based packages for meal are just made for selling food, selling meal to customers. So after we finish eating, the contents of the disposable plastic packages or paper-based packages, we just throw it away immediately because we don't need it. Because this is how the plastic package, a lunchbox, should be used. So these packages are disposable. It is nothing more and nothing less. So if you think that the purpose of disposable plastic package or paper-based package is achieved right after you finish eating the contents of the plastic box, and if you think it is no longer in use, it's pretty natural that you just dump it in a garbage box, because this is how it should be, considering the purpose of the uh, plastic disposable plastic packages or disposable paper-based packages. But I feel strong resistance against how these are used, and I feel strong resistance against using it just for putting meal in it and selling foods to customers. We usually, we usually finish eating lunch at least within 30 minutes or so, which means the lifetime of this disposable lunchbox, this kind of disposable lunchbox package is probably 1 hour. When we think the time that the restaurants prepare for food and put it in a lunchbox, disposable plastic box. But no matter whether or not it is still clean and usable, it is doomed to be dumped into a garbage box. Just for that reason, precious resources are used to make a massive amount of lunchbox packages at restaurants or convenience stores. So it doesn't make sense anyway. I feel a sense of crisis towards this kind of business custom from the viewpoint of Earth's environment protection. Many times, of course, I think it is really thankful for me to buy a takeout food at a restaurant or a convenience store with empty hands. But it is certainly reasonable. It is certainly convenient for me. But I sometimes feel producing products whose lifetime is less than 1 hour is really wasteful. So depending on the person, they find it really troublesome. But I think it is better for us to take trouble to bring our own lunchbox with us beforehand every time we go to work, when we think that if we need to buy takeout food at a restaurant or a convenience store around our office. And when we buy takeout meal at a restaurant or convenience store, we have food put in an empty box that we brought with us beforehand. So this is pretty economical and environment friendly, I think, but it is really troublesome. Of course, there is really disadvantages for restaurants, like that restaurants can't prepare lunch runs beforehand and keep it available for customers to be able to buy lunchbox anytime they want, timely, at ease. And this will put a lot of burden on the restaurants. Like they have to, in a sense, they have to put food in a customer's empty lunchbox as often as they receive a order from customers. So I think that convenience, like this kind of convenience, is not correct from the viewpoint, from the perspective of using precious limited resources. But I think, in my opinion, I think this is not something that could be praised.